3 English women here. Are they all fat, entitled, stupid? I mean,
salty leftover women are so bitter about the Asian women.
Men do not want to date another man.
Concern in the women from the West is they always bring home constant debates.
Is a conclusion where we say when the domestic products are basically rotten to the very core, the only choice is to import.
Hey guys, welcome back to More Life. I'm not going to hold you. Let's get right into it.
And about the fact that you think all British women are overweight.
I've been to 60 countries, went to Brazil, I went to Scandinavia, Denmark's got very beautiful women. But when I went to Russia, I found the whole package, the look, character, everything.
You're suggesting that there's a cheat's way. Cheat's way is to just move abroad.
Men value purity and youth. Purity, youth, beauty. Women are fatter than ever before, older than ever before, and we're less youthful than ever getting married. And we have more bodies than ever.
And a lot of them are very unsatisfied. And the guys that have come and visited me in Europe, in Russia, are like, wow, you know, this is like a breath of fresh air. They can take my advice and they might end up very, very happy.
Men have to know what women want. Women don't have to know what men want because men approach women regardless. You know, I mean, you guys.
Yeah, man, so true. And guys are seeing that. And not only that, guys are being left by the thousands.
Guys probably get a bunch of DMs and messages, which is why you guys all rate yourselves 1,000s and 100s and 11s out of 10.
Based on my DMs, I'm 1,000.
Wow! If you find this guy, are you going to be able to keep him? Now, hence, if you find this guy, are you going to be able to keep him? And I would argue most girls can't, hence why most. If you find this guy, are you going to be able to keep him? And I would argue most girls can't, hence why most of the panel is single. Your mother. If you find this guy, are you going to be able to keep him? And I would argue most girls can't, hence why most of the panel is single. Your mother.
If you find this guy, are you going to be able to keep him? And I would argue most girls can't, hence why most of the panel is single.
Why most of the panel is single.
your mother's English, right?
Yes, she is.
So does she also qualify as stupid, entitled, and the rest of it, or is she an exception?
No, but she lives out there with me. And
Your mother agrees that all English women are awful, even though she's
she
English.
agrees. Right. She says they're lovely, honest people.
If a guy was to be honest and say, I want a young girl that's not her, that has
Of course, and a mother wants the best for her son. That's why mothers are starting to see the way. Even mothers are starting to say this is the way.
This is the way.
not her, that has chast, comes from a good family, not fat, to say, oh, that's misogynistic.
I think you're just peddling like a really like stereotypical view of beauty. That is just so damaging for women and men.
Complain to Victoria's Secret.
But we don't tell women, yo, you want a guy that's taller than you, makes more money than you, etc. You're misandric. We don't even know what misandry means. Hatred of men.
In Britain, we have 3 English women here. Are they all fat, entitled, stupid? I mean,
Say I don't like fat girls, they're gonna try to cancel me. If you say I don't like short men, no one's gonna care.
Right.
A fat girl can control her weight, but a man can't control his height.
cast your expert eye over the women that there's, for example.
I think that would be rude. I'd like to.
No, let's hear you be brutally honest.
What men want is always demonized. What women want is never demonized. It's actually encouraged.
I've got respect for the women.
You've got no respect for English women. That's the whole point.
I'm generalising.
You have 0 respect for English women. You are a repulsive individual. Come on here.
Daddy, chill.
Man, this dude is always trying to beat somebody up.
Come on here. When you're actually confronted by smart, intelligent, beautiful women, you can't deal with them, can you?
Of course I can. I'm dealing with them.
Go on, let's say what you want to.
I don't want. Do you want kids? Yes. Are you freezing your eggs? Yeah. It's like, man, you should.
First thing they do, defend the woman. You know why? National TV. Woman, pay. Guys, we gotta start paying.
Man, you should have married 10 years ago.
I want to tell you that the women are more beautiful in Russia. You know, and they're very nice. They're great, honest,
So they don't
intelligent
tell
women.
you that you're an idiot for thinking those things. Is that what you call nice?
They.
What, Russian women
Do you speak
don't
Russian?
tell you?
Yeah, you do, fluent Russian. So they can't really understand a word you're saying, can they? Did your wife even know what you were saying? When you
She speaks perfect English, and I speak very good Russian.
Right.
A woman cope and say, I'm single by choice. No, you're not. You're single because you don't qualify for the guy that you want, because he doesn't want you back. Damn! It's like me as a guy saying, I haven't had sex in 2 years, but that's because I don't want none of these. Stop lying. You can't get that.
You've been dating since what, you're 18, 16? So in 20 years, you're the only common denominator. It can't be all the men, it's you.
It's the men though, like maybe I just don't want anyone. Maybe no one's like living up to the. Sorry to say, but the UK is mid.
Most girls are liabilities, not assets. They come into your life and see, what can I get from him? Versus coming in and saying, how can I help him?
What do I offer to my boyfriend? My wisdom as a 31-year-old. I was never 31 before.
Okay. So your man's getting your wisdom.
Man, it's wild, man. And that's all over the internet, man. Just the state of the woman nowadays, right? And not all. You got to say that because women watch these videos too, and they go, man, this guy's just bashing everybody. I can't say all of them, but I'm going to stop saying all because you know what I mean now. But still, this is the state. And now guys just have to make a choice. When they stay back home, deal with it, get up their resources, build themselves up to make $500,000 a year, and then turn around and look and say, who do I go for now? Because that's what happened with Kevin Samuels, right? Remember Kevin Samuels would say all the time, he had a bunch of eligible bachelors that worked on themselves, did the work. And then they said, we're the woman. So he said he had to change his show around and talk to women. Now you have the passport bros. Next video.
Yeah, it's very alarming at the same time. It's very frustrating and disappointing as well. Kasi,
Right now here is a group of Filipinas and a Filipino guy just talking about, what's going on. Let's see what that's about.
my only take on this is that these salty leftover women are so bitter about the Asian women. Like, first of all, love knows no boundaries. And second, we all have standards. And if you don't fit the standards, you don't have to be bitter about it, right? You don't have to talk about it. Well, the exact reason, and this is the exact reason why these men do not choose you, is because of how you see things in perspective. And it's basically sour grape. Are you guys familiar of the ancient Greek story or fable about sour grape?
What are you talking about?
Like, there's this fox who wanted grapes, and no matter how much he tried, he couldn't get those grapes. And he said, like,
See what she's saying? I get what you're saying. It's not, it's sour grape, it is that. But they don't fit the standard. It's not even just looks, right? It's not really that. Because a guy will date a 5. Because it's even women that are gorgeous that don't fit the bill. And I'm not talking about guys that can't get women. I'm talking about guys that want to leave because these women don't fit the bill. I'm talking about guys who are now becoming passport bros who are rich, or they've been doing it and they're rich. They were doing it first. These guys were leaving out to get women. Now guys, I did it for the same thing. Other guys are starting to do it for the same thing. You have guys going to pay for play, but this ain't that.
They taste sour anyway, so I bet they don't taste good. So it's basically like, if you would have these, it would be the best thing in the world. But since you don't get them, you're going to be bitter about it. And that's basically it. You are insecure. And why all these men go overseas to look for women? Because you don't fit the standard. You are not the person that they want to settle with. And this is a conclusion where we say, when the domestic products are basically rotten to the very core, the only choice is to import.
Perfect.
Exactly.
Right?
Woo! You heard what she said? When the domestic products are rotten, import.
Emotional damage.
So true. When the domestic products are rotten. But where do people get their products from usually? Certain products you can't get in America. Certain products you can't even get in the Philippines or either some other country because they just don't have it there. What do? Import, export. That same aisle in the grocery store where it shows international, you get it from the international aisle, right? And right now, guys are shopping on the international aisle for their products.
Exactly.
That's all that's happening. Supply and demand. The supply is not meeting the demand. It's much cheaper elsewhere. It's more sweeter elsewhere. The products are better imported right now. The products are cheaper right now overseas. That's like having an Amazon store and buying your products from China. They're cheaper in China. Or even buying your products from the Philippines. They're cheaper in the Philippines. Same logic. What you're selling, guys don't want to buy. That's all that's happening.
Men do not want to date another man.
Concern in the women from the West is they always bring home constant debates.
Fighting with men. Women in the Philippines,
Yeah.
from my perspective,
Force for bros to come here. Men likes Asian women because
who doesn't like the sun?
you're spoiled.
Yeah.
Now that you mention all of these, you don't have to criticize.
Yeah, man. And that's one thing. He said, who doesn't like massage? It's not the massage, the naughty massage, right? I know he experienced that effervescent oil and those loving hands when you have an ache in your neck. Yeah, boy. Psych! And all through your back. I remember, I gotta tell you guys this, right? I caught COVID. I'm sitting there sick and I had aches, seriously aches, like in my shoulder. I got it deep in my back and in the top of my back. You guys know if you've ever had it. And she's rubbing the efficacy oil in my back. Oh man, felt so good. Relaxed me. if I'm ever tired, or not even tired, if I can't sleep, it's times I've got massage to sleep, you know, feed everything, and didn't expect it back. So the love is the love, right? Guys are leaving for that love, for that care. Guys want that femininity. They want a woman that's feminine and delicate. And by any means, guys will search until they find it. It's even been said all over in history books, right? When men can't find wives where they are, what do they have to do? They have to go out to get them. It's been like that forever. That's all guys are doing. History shall repeat itself. And this is a positive thing, ladies. It's a positive thing. Guys already know. It's more to life, and they're going to search that.
This is the way.